Another $100 reskin of something I already own. Let's go. Yes, I did it to myself again. It seems like my life is just kind of this endless cycle of buying Hasbro repaints and being upset about it later. I had my reservations about buying this Xwing because I had already gotten Red 5. I had issues with it. I made a video on it. There are some build issues with that thing, and I'm almost positive this is just a repaint, or I should even say like a re-decal of Red 5, but I have to have it. Rogue One, we don't get a whole lot of collectibles from Rogue One, so when I saw it on the shelf, I just had to buy it. And the other kind of nice thing is, at the same price point as Red 5, you actually get the Antoc Merrick figure, I believe on card back as well. I don't know, so let's get this thing open and see what it do. Okay, so here we have the packaging. As you can tell, I really like the vintage collection packaging. Obviously, you get that Kenner feel for it. Obviously, the only difference here is that you're getting the figure, which I don't know if he's going to be on card back or not. But it's detailed. It's pretty. I like hanging onto these boxes. It just has a really good nostalgic feel to it. And see, there, as if to illustrate my point, the legs fall down on this thing as soon as I move it. Ugh. This is hard to do in the limited space I have at my desk here. Ugh. So bam, right at the top there. VC204, this is nice because this card back is absolutely immaculate because it came straight from the factory. They packed that in really nice. This is a great little figure actually. The sculpt is crazy good on him. Can you see him? It's kind of hard to focus, but yeah, that's really nice. And then it looks to be like this one does have articulated ankles. I know they've been trying to add that into these vintage collection pieces, so very cool. That's a nice little added bonus because you weren't paying anything extra for it. Nope. Didn't get fixed. Son of a doing an unboxing video. Once you have all your little bits out of these bags, they're a cinch to put together. Everything just kind of snaps. Let's see on this one. These ones actually seem a little better than the ones I got with the Luke. With Red 5, I don't know if that's just because maybe this is newer and the other one got hot sitting in a box in a truck somewhere or something like that, but I kind of wish they had something a little better than just these thin plastic pieces holding it on. Yeah, I take it back. That one's pretty bad. Oh, come on, dude. Okay, so there she is. So what can I tell you right off the bat? The return of the soggy wings. This is just so atrocious. Oh, get your shit together, Hasbro. So that's a little frustrating. I was kind of hoping maybe they would have fixed that with this Xwing, but it literally appears to be an exact copy. Same everything, just some new decals on there, which I guess I kind of expected, but boy, I was really hoping they would have listened because a lot of people were super mad about that. I actually like the decals on this a little more than I like Red 5. I know that might be heresy, but this is really nice looking. I'll put the two side by side here. So there's your Antoc. Oh my God, those wings just drive me nuts. And then there's your red. So Red 5 almost looks a little bit more, the weathering looks a little bit lower quality, actually, believe it or not. Antoc Merricks is, it just looks a little bit more professional and it looks a little bit more weathered, is what I would say. His Xwing looks like it's been through a little bit more trouble. Again, I'm having an issue with this one where in the box, it was actually bulged out right here and popped out, and you have to kind of pop it back in, but you always have this seam that's exposed now. The landing gear is the exact same way. It almost feels like it's maybe, it has a little bit more retention because these ones actually feel like they sort of lock into place. Still not great, but. So as with Red 5, you have all the standard stuff that you had on the last. This little bay will flip open and then you can put your torpedo in there. There you go. That's kind of nice because you know you're never going to lose that, but if you leave it in there, that spring is just going to be destroyed before too long. Now the cockpit itself almost looks a little different. Maybe I'm crazy. Let's do a comparison here. Okay, so the only difference that I'm seeing is right here on Red 5, you can sort of see at the bottom of the joystick where it hinges in, it's white. And then on this guy, on Antoc's, it's black. That's really the only difference I'm seeing in the cockpit. Design seems exactly the same. All the accessories, the hoses, the targeting computer, everything else looks exactly the same. And as much as I would like to, I'm starting to become a card back guy. Believe it or not, I don't know why or how, but I seem to be leaving my figures on card back and sticking them on the wall. So I'm not going to be opening Antoc. I may buy another one and open it and do a review, or just have them so I can stick them in the Xwing here. I would say if this was my first Xwing, I would be pretty happy with it. And I am, I guess, pretty happy with it. But just knowing the issues that Red 5 had and the fact that none of that stuff got changed on this is a little frustrating. I will say that. I'm also a little surprised they didn't put any pink in the engines back here. Some of that nice fiery orange pink might be kind of cool. It wouldn't be hard to do yourself, but I like to keep these things as they were. But since this is my second Xwing, we're having issues again with seams, with this stuff holding up. So for a price point of $104, I just feel like there should be a little bit better quality in terms of the fitment, the finish on this thing. I do see a little bit of pileup of either paint or glue here. You can see it bubbling. There is an issue, obviously, of the wings, which I spoke about quite a bit in the Red 5 review. Other than that, I mean, these things look really good. I think I would probably hang this guy just because it looks gorgeous and it's so big. If I had to do it again, this might be I don't know if I would do it again at 104. I mean, it's beautiful, but I think this is just one of those painful buys where I'm just mad that it was $104, but I had to have it. It is pretty. It is very pretty. So there we have it, just a quick review of this thing. I was dying to get it out of the box, take a look at it. I was kind of hopeful, like I said, for some of these things to be fixed, but what are you gonna do? No taking it back now, so I'll be happy to just kind of have these guys together to display next to each other. Like I said, it's a beautiful piece. I just wish Hasbro would listen, but anybody who collects, I think, has said that before. I'm honestly just still kind of shocked at how nice this Antoc Merrick figure is. He's gorgeous, man. And that card back is really nice too. Oh, don't take him out. Don't take him out. Don't take him out. I'm probably going to wind up taking him out and just buying another one. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. This is Commander signing off. May the Force be with you always.